here is another day in the studio. Today is Saturday. You guys know I don't work on Saturday, but I am here today. I just have one client. I am going to do her nails today, and I am going to record it on my new contraption. I tried using this before, but girl, we had it all the wrong way. So we had it facing this way, attaching the phone here, and then it just kept falling down like that. And this is why reading is fundamental. I looked at the instructions, and it's supposed to be like that. So now when I put weight on it, it's not tipping over. And then the nice part about it is that the base underneath, it's sticky, and it will stick on pretty much any surface, and it re-sticks, so it doesn't stick permanently in that position, but you can lift it and then re-stick it somewhere else. So this is going to be a part of my review, as well as my new nail video. Hopefully it goes well. But yes, and then eventually I want to review this dust collector fan, or whatever you want to call it, as well. So if you guys want to like see reviews on some of my products, my nail stuff, lash stuff, facial stuff, wax stuff, just let me know. All right, bye. All right, so I don't know how clear this audio is going to be, and my kids are home because it is Saturday, but I just wanted to kind of move along. You guys, I have bronchitis, so part of my congestion in this video too, because it just started around this time. But I'm starting to feel a little bit better with all my medications. But anyway, focus on the nails. I am pushing her cuticles back here and just getting up all that dead skin. It looks like I'm being rough, but her skin was very, very dry here, and I was being gentle as far as the natural nail was concerned, but I was definitely scraping up that dead skin and pushing those cuticles back. None of this hurt. I always check in on my client to make sure that I am not hurting them, and I mean, it shouldn't hurt anyway if you're doing it correctly. So we're just going to get that up. I like to use the flat part of my cuticle pusher to obviously push it back and kind of scrape it up. And then the more pointy side on the other end, I just kind of drag it along the cuticle line and kind of scrape up that dead skin. Everything that I already scraped up with the flat part, I just kind of lift up with the other end, which I might be doing here. Oh, no. Okay, so for some of the nails, I just went in with the nippers right away. But I think I do go back with that pointier end at some point. So, yeah, I'm just nipping away. And by the way, while I'm doing some of this, I'm going to speed up some of it. But while I'm doing some of this, I am going to kind of give you guys, like, a bit of a review on that, like, phone stand / camera stand. So we'll discuss that throughout this video. So I'm just nipping away, and I'm going to do this on all her nails. And now I'm just going to kind of speed it up or move on to the next part. So my client and I were talking pretty much the whole time, girl. But I'm not going to put none of the business in there because, you know, it gets juicy in the lash chair. Or the, yeah, I'm tired. It gets juicy, well, in the lash bed too, but definitely while we're doing nails. So here I'm kind of out of focus. I think I do eventually pull the hand back, but I am just sizing up the nail tips, and I grab both of them at the same time because usually both hands are pretty much symmetrical. Sometimes that's not the case, but you know, just grab them out just to shorten up the time, and then if I get to that next hand and I need to resize it, I will do that. Excuse me. So right here, I'm just asking my client how long or short she wants them, and she wanted kind of like a mid, I would say these are short, but for me, they're like a mid-length square. So after I glue the nail tips on, that's when I go in, ask them what shape they want and how long or short they want them. I usually just eyeball this part And then the old school way, I lay the other hand over top of the first hand that I cut and make sure that they look even. But sometimes I go in with my other nippers that have like the guard that helps make them all easier. I mean, even. But it just depends on what I'm feeling that day. You know, sometimes it's okay to be old school. Yes. So here I am going in with some acetone, and I am etching the natural nail surface as well as blending in the tip to the natural nail. I like to avoid as much drilling on the natural nail as possible. So here you're going to see me go in with my dehydrator, and then right after this I'm going to go in with my protein bond all over the natural nail, and then overlapping a little bit with where the nail tip meets the natural nail. So you'll see also on the left side, I already had her pick out her colors. Typically when they first walk in, I have them pick out a color and tell me, like, you know, sometimes I ask for like if they want to design in the beginning, or sometimes I wait until after the acrylic is applied and filed, and then we'll go over the design. But usually they already have their design in mind. They have picked their color, and you know, we can kind of just speed it along without them feeling like I want them to feel like they are not being rushed, and that they have their undivided they have my undivided attention. However, nobody wants to be in the nail shop for the entire day, right? So if I can also provide that feel along with feeling like, oh, okay, she got this done pretty quickly and efficiently, I should say, then I would like to do that. And a new thing that I've added to the studio, I've always offered my clients coffee or tea or water, but I decided to get a menu so that, and it's all free, but that way they can see what I have to offer. And, you know, if they want something, and I can make them some coffee and or whatever they need at the moment. I typically only do this for nails and pretty much nails, yeah, because everything else you're like laying down and you can't really drink or anything like that. So pretty much nails, and pedicures, which I'm no longer doing pedicures in studio at the moment. But when I find a new space with plumbing already in my room, then I will start back up doing pedicures. But I'm also offering wine and prosecco. So yes, we want this to be a luxurious experience. You hear my daughter? Yeah. So before I was rudely interrupted, um, I am over here applying some acrylic. This bead that I did on this first nail was quite wet, so I'm over here just kind of like working it in and just refixing that shape. But we made it work, girl. We made it look good. So I'm just fixing that shape. Sometimes I grab too wet of a bead. I'm still fairly new to nails, so I am learning the process. Um, that was a better bead. Sometimes I think I go too fast, and so, you know, there are times where I pat my opposite side of the brush down on my paper towel, and then I can get some of that excess monomer off of my brush. But yeah, so I'm just wiping around the cuticle, make sure I have nothing flooding the cuticles. I really try to be super careful around the cuticle to just have a proper application, no lifting as much as I can. I've been just kind of playing around with different techniques and stuff, different things that I've learned on TikTok and just other places, just to see how much of a long-lasting acrylic set I can get. I just want long retention, you know? So I am playing around with it and trying to perfect my craft at any chance I can get. As you all should be doing. It doesn't matter how far along you are in I have been doing lashes for years. I have been doing makeup for even longer than I've done any of those things. And I still like to practice and perfect my craft. You know, things change, especially in the beauty industry. Things change and, you know, new techniques come out, and it's worth a shot. While we still like to stick to some old school practices because they are tried and true, there's nothing wrong with trying something new. So I'm going to speed up the acrylic application and move on to me filing. So here I am going in with my drill and I am sealing the cuticle. And I am always, even though this is a safety bit, I am always like just also still, you know, super careful around the skin. Just trying to avoid, you know, nipping my client. So I just like to get very tight into the cuticle area just to make sure nothing overlaps on the skin. Make sure that's nice and flush to the nail bed and looks like it's growing from the nail bed or the cuticle or wherever. And then I'm just smoothing around the top. I'm probably going to like let the rest of the video kind of ride out because my kids got everything playing, and girl, I'm not trying to get another copyright, okay? I gotta figure that out. So enjoy the rest of the video. I'll put some cute little music on and speed it up a little bit. So I just wanted to pop on really quick to explain why I skipped one of the nails top coat. So she wanted clear on all of the nails except one. One of them she wanted a matte coat, which is what I'm doing here. So I just wanted to explain that part. I forgot I told you I was going to review that thing. Girl, I don't even know what it's called, but I'll have all the information below if I remember. But it worked out great, as you can tell from this video. I really love it. I wish the light was brighter. I will say that. I needed to use my regular nail lamp on top of the light that it already came with. So if anything, I would suggest a brighter light. Other than that, I love it. I love how compact it is. I could probably do without the sticky part as long as it didn't do a lot of shifting, just because I don't want to have to like de-stick that thing every time I, want to take it somewhere else. But yeah, I loved it other than that. So here are the completed nails, and I love how they came out so cute for spring.